5 common excuses for not investing. Every day, hundreds and thousands of new investors enter the market, hoping to become the next Warren Buffett. However, there are still many people who shy away from investing and the stock market. In today's video, I will tell you the 5 common excuses that I've heard from people on why they have not started investing yet. Maybe that person is also you. If you want to find out what these excuses are and also learn how to start investing, then stick around because I think you might enjoy this video. After all, investing is one of the most rewarding career choices out there. It's also one of the best ways to grow your wealth or attain financial freedom. So don't let silly excuses hold you back. Here are the 5 most common fears and excuses that I hear people say all the time on why they have not started investing. The number 1 excuse that I hear, which hold most back from investing, is that they say that they just don't know where to start. Investing might seem overwhelming, and in fact, a little scary if you're on the outside. I can relate because I wasn't always an investor. Actually, I was a little skeptical about it. I'm sure you've all heard the stories of people who lost everything on the stock market, which is actually quite scary and can in fact happen. That's why if you're just getting started with investing, especially in the stock market, make sure you do a lot of research first. There was a time in my life where I used to look at my dad and my friends who were investing, and I used to wonder how they do it. Hear people say is that I am not good with numbers. Well, you don't need to use rocket science to invest. Investing is rather simple once you get the hang of it. Nowadays, you have financial calculators online to help you calculate how much you need to invest at a certain rate of compound to get your desired money goals and have a fantastic retirement. You're also currently living in the informational and digital age, which means you don't have to wait 3 or 4 days for your company-related news to reach you. All of it is available, including the latest headlines, at the click of a button. But if you still feel queasy while investing, then subscribe to some analyst reports that keep you informed about the future outlook of your company. You can read economic surveys and reports on the internet, which will tell you how the economy is currently doing. You can even follow some investors on their social media and get an inside scoop of what they're invested into. Mutual fund reports are also available online, in which you can explore the common stocks being invested into by the larger mutual funds. All you've got to do is to emulate their strategies at the minimum. If you think you can do better, you can always go for that active portfolio strategy instead. The 4th common excuse that people have is that they say they just do not have time. Well, investing is the only career choice in which you do not need to work hard. All you have to do is work smart and make correct investment decisions from time to time. Your money and wealth will start to grow automatically. This is one of the fallacies of investing. If you're doing it right, it doesn't take that much time. Once you've got your watch list set up, we're talking about 15 minutes a week at most to manage your portfolio. Anybody can find 15 minutes a week to secure their financial future. I really don't care how busy you are. I'm sure you can spare 15 minutes for something that will help you achieve your goals. The 3rd common excuse that I hear is that the stock market is going to crash. Well, although there have been a couple of stock market crashes over the years, the market always recovers and bounces back. The stock market is one of the greatest investment opportunities that you will ever get. Rich investors like Warren Buffett and most investors wait for the stock market to crash. They actually see it as a great opportunity to buy great company stocks for very cheap. Sometimes in a market crash, you can buy a company at literally a 50% discount. You hold the company and wait for the crash to get over, and your company price doubles. Assuming it takes 3 years for that to happen, this will mean a 26.67% return for you. And let me tell you that this is a pretty sweet return. So next time, while everyone is panicking and dumping their stocks in the market, you will know better. Stay on the sidelines and watch like a predator. Be like the cheetah stalking its prey. Once the company is below 30 or 40% of its market price, you start buying the stock incrementally and go for the kill. The 2nd most common excuse that I hear people make is that they say they'll lose all their money. Well, if you know how the game works, you won't say that. Warren Buffett has made his fortune on the stock market, and he has 2 rules of investing.